Hello everybody and welcome back to the Kingdom of Bohemia. I am the noblest of noble knights, Sir Obviously Insane. Yes, that has quite a nice ring to it. We're not quite a lord yet, but do we fancy ourselves one? I think we do. But we have to continue our quest line in the sense of the noble one, and we need to go see the herbswoman and repay our debt. Probably in more ways than one. So let's continue the adventure and see how she goes. Lurk. Some meat.
Here we are. Good. Hi.
Don't be a coward.
Let's say you're not gonna let me actually. Okay. And say good boy.
Run!
God grant you health.
We're clean enough. Alright.
You silly doggy.
He is a silly doggy. Alright, so the herb woman is over here. Let's see. We'll cheat. We won't go all the way to the corner. How about that, hmm? Alright, herb woman. Oh.
Where is that girl dawdling?
Hello, herb woman, Mojena. I've come to pay you back.
Thank you once again for saving Sir Hans's life, and mine. I promised I'd pay you back, and I keep my word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of me and Sir Hans.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man who doesn't make promises lightly. I'll put it aside for Pavlena. And since you're here, would you help an old woman with something? It's about Pavlena.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
But what if her disappearance is connected with it? Tell me about it, good wife.
Well, we haven't always lived here in the rocks, you know. We're from Troskovitz originally.
Right. And how come you left?
Left? They threw us out. A childbirth went awry, and we were driven away by all the lies told about us.
Went awry? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm sure the good folk of Truscovitz will be only too keen to tell you.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Truscovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Famous last words.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl. And pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Pavlena is young and, well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
Interesting.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
Fair enough.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Truscovitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
Go check her room. Alright.
Sit. Stay.
Good boy.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me?
Oh well.
Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? She's got unfinished work here.
Oh.
Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. Like she got up and went straight out.
Huh. Good thing I wasn't trying to fiddle around with that chest. She ninjaed her way in the house. Alright, lady, we checked the room.
I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Truscovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go, but she took them to the market in Troskowitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. Take care now.
Alright, so that's everything.
Come here.
So where are we to go look? Ask about Pavlena in Troskowitz. We shall head for Troskowitz. Good day, Commander. Was there anybody in here?
The Lord be with you.
Have you seen Pavlena from Zhelyov? She comes here to the village sometimes.
Pavlena? Ah, she comes from time to time selling baskets and remedies.
Have you seen her recently?
I haven't. No one comes here much. You could try asking at the tavern. Farewell.
Let's go to the tavern. Alright. Bad blood. That does not sound good.
Mutt!
Don't annoy the nice people, Mutt. Let's go. Good boy.
Ja!
Let's see. Easy does it there, Pebbles. Easy does it.
Come here.
Yeah, alright. You enjoy your water. I think it's so cool that they added that.
Greetings.
Do I have any beer? I got one beer.
You silly doggy. What are you here for today?
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
Pavlena? That's a nice name. Is she your sweetheart?
No, nothing like that. I'm just helping her mother find her. She's worried about her.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know nothing about her.
Thank you, anyways. Let's see.
Greetings to
You're the one that you want me to ask. Alright. Oh, Betty.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herb-woman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
Aye, I do. I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Yezhek the Cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Yezhek's a drunken sot.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Bozhena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young lass at the time.
What was that about a misfortune with Ludmilla?
That was way back. She was the midwife here. She'd give the women herbs and whatnot when they called for her. But then something happened when she was helping out at Yakesh's. His wife, Ludmilla, died, and a child was stillborn. A tragedy it was, and then Bozhena, she left.
Just like that?
Well, to tell the truth, we drove her out.
Oh? Why was that?
Better ask Yakesh if you want to know more. He's often by his son's grave. It's next to the farm.
What's this Jezek like? And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Jezek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks.
Sounds like a rather reliable fellow.
And do you think this Jezek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably give him a hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
Fair enough. Check his alibi.
Greetings.
Good.
So we can ask the bailiff. Jezek. Go ask about Yakesh's past. And ask the bailiff. Alright, well the bailiff
Hey.
is... Hello, lady.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
It's cool. Didn't see you coming either. Let's see, is the bailiff upstairs? No, he's right there. Good day, Mr. Bailiff.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
I heard something about that. Why did you drive them out back then?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all. You could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovich is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
Aight, sorry. We're good here. Thank you. For just giving me more stuff to do. Alright. So we'll go talk to him first. Oh, let's ask him about her past. Alright. So I guess we'll go talk to those two then. And then have a go chat with the woodcutters, I guess. A whole sounds like about a plan? Sure. I think that's back down where we came from. Huh. Seen someone a little drunk, looking for someone that's usually drunkard Jezek.
Stay!
Alright.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
What's it to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Fuck, wait. No, I haven't seen her lately, and I got a pasting in the tavern, so I haven't been out lately. You can ask there.
Aye. I heard about that famous fight of yours.
So you see, I wouldn't wish no harm on Pavlena, even though she didn't want me. But I'm not sure you could say the same about that ginger-headed Roman of hers. That's where I'd look if I was you. His cottage is on the road to the butcher's.
Alright, so that's the second lad that's told us to go check out Roman. Yekesh.
Can I ask what happened between you and that midwife, Bojena? I heard you banished her from the village because of some mishap with your wife.
That was no mishap. The witch killed my son and damned him to hell.
Wait a moment. Start from the beginning. What do you mean she killed and damned your son?
My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa! Send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhina came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhina did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhina was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
Yeah, you sound like a very bitter old man who blames himself, but because, you know, ego, it's all her fault somehow.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins. Farewell.
You are a bitter man, and something tells me I have not heard the end of you yet. Alright, so now I gotta go talk to the woodcutters. Roman, I think his name is. Let's see, is it you? No, it's a hired hand. Somewhere's up here. Oh. I hear someone hollering.
Roman, we have to go to work, mate. Where are you?
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
How did the folk here take to Pavlena?
Badly. They steer clear of her. She used to live here, near the green, when she was a little girl. But we didn't live here at the time, so I don't know much. Folks say they were driven out because of some wrongdoing. But I'm not interested in that. Everyone deserves a second chance, I reckon.
I reckon you're right too.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Like someone from the village? I don't know. Jezek, the cooper, fancied Pavlena one time. Wanted to marry her, he did. Only she wasn't interested.
I've already checked Jezek's story. He had a brawl in the tavern, all right, but it had nothing to do with Pavlena.
That's that, then. Best thing is to find Roman.
What kind of fella is Roman?
We worked together in the woods. His pa used to work with us, too. Only he died not long ago. And Roman was left all alone with the whole small holding. His ma died a few years ago. Now at least he's found Pavlena. Of course, she ain't from around here, and there's all sorts of talk about her. but Roman would like her to move in with him.
What does Roman look like? How will I recognize him?
A young fella. Ginger as they come. You can spot him a mile off.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
Wait, though. What was it you were going to say about Pavlena? What did Roman tell you? Why would he want to move away with Pavlena now?
No, I shouldn't have said anything. I promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
Look at me. You can trust me. I won't breathe a word to anyone.
Oh, all right. Pavlena is expecting a child. It's Roman's bastard.
Really? And who else knows about it?
Roman says he told only me. But who Pavlena might have told, I couldn't say. I don't reckon she's got many friends, though.
Now I see why they wanted to leave together.
Aye, that's just what I was thinking. We really should check out Roman's house. Then we'd know for sure.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined. Whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
I mean, I get your point, but bro, it's a little harsh, man. Ooh, I'll do it if you pay me.
Well, I can do it. But you ought to give me something. For insurance. I'm the one sticking my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles. So I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are. This ought to do it. After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Appreciate the groschen, my man. Alright. I will continue my search. Hello?
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
Might indeed. Nobody's seen nothing, right? Right. Okay, good. So that's not... Oh, he's up there. Okay. But you said you had work to do, dude.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for 2, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the 2 big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, Mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell.
Gotcha.
Today's a scorcher.
It is a warm one indeed.
Greetings to you two.
So out and around is looking like the best way. Or go around the pond. Laundry, yes indeed. Alright, someplace ahead of me. Let's see. Now we'll leave pebbles. We don't need pebbles for this.
This must be the place Disco was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here. Christ, there must have been a fight here. This is surely Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If I give it to Mutt to sniff, he might catch a scent.
You say he might, but I don't know if we have that skill yet.
Blood. I hope it's not Pavlena's. It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe.
That does not look good. That's some mead. Some wine. Let's see, nourishment's fine. Couple beers sitting in the water to stay cool. Something's definitely up here, that's for sure.
A trail of blood. We should see where it leads.
Let's see. Free up some weight, shall we? Let's see. Doesn't suit us. So that gives us more charisma than the Tin Cross? Interesting. We'll be Henry Potter then. Sure, why not? After killing an opponent in close combat, you gain 10% more attack damage and faster stamina recovery. +2 to strength. That does sound tempting, especially if you want to keep a high reputation. It's easier for you to convince others the nice way. You gain +2 persuasion, impression, and presence. People are also more likely to try to solve crimes with you in person rather than going straight for the guard. But beware, the more dangerous you look, the more likely they'll still choose to go the guards instead. Tonight you have a +2 on strength, agility, vitality, and a +3 bonus to stealth. Ooh, interesting. Well, that sounds good. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted to look at search. And hunt. Sure.
Jesus. This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God. And the body's been munched on by a pig.
I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Gross. Yeah, dude. Pretty sure your pig's chomping on a dead body down here, bro.
God bless.
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin. What corpse?
My guess is it's Roman. A local woodcutter.
By all that's holy. I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Surely she didn't kill him. Oh, Christ. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavobor. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream. Probably for a smooch. The two of them are pretty close. That is, they were. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Ladybird, come back before a wolf eats you. Ladybird, you stupid swine.
Okay. So confront Straw the farmhand. And find Pavlena. Those are our options. Well, we can call Mutt.
Hey,
Heel!
come here. Where the hell did that pig go? Ladybird, where are you?
Here, Mutt. Search.
Ladybird! Ladybird!
I found this somewhere else entirely. Mutt won't be able to sniff anything out from here. I should go back.
Ah, so we gotta go back to the spot. Come on, Mutt.
ladybird, come back before a wolf is...
Let's see. Wonder if that guy's ever gonna find that pig.
Stupid swine.
Alright, Mutt.
Truck.
Figure it out, boy. Alright. He's on the trail. Let's go, Mutt. Just now we're on a path, okay. Good boy, Mutt. Where to, boy? Hmm? Where to? Seen some rocks, so there are some good places in there, yes? Pretty stream. You see someone walking. Is that just some random wayfarer, villager? Okay. Did you just lose the trail?
Truck.
Let me see. So did you just get sidetracked then? Okay. Is it over here, boy?
Hey! God! He doesn't want to listen at all.
Oh, dead dog, okay.
Come here!
What? But what?
Is there something here? Search!
Alright. Think you stuck up there. That's fine.
Stop there! Don't come any closer or I'll cut her throat! I swear to God! Don't try any tricks! Turn around!
Cabana, are you okay? Put it away. There we go. Oh, she's just tied up. Okay.
Are you alright? Your mother sent me.
Yeah, I'm alright. A little bruised, but nothing serious.
What happened?
They killed him. They smashed his head in with a rock. Roman is dead.
I know. I found his body in the woods.
My Roman.
I'm very sorry.
It was 2 against 1. You did the right thing, killing that bastard otter. Can we go home now?
I want to ask you something before we leave. Tell me something about Roman. What was he like?
He was a woodcutter in Troskovitz. We were together. Sorry. I can't talk about it now.
What exactly happened? How did Roman die?
He was trying to protect me. If he hadn't come along, I don't know what those beasts would have done to me. Only that big brute grabbed a rock and smashed Roman over the head with it. He fell straight to the ground. I could swear he was looking at me the whole time, even though he was lifeless, like he was trying to tell me to run.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Yakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out, I didn't dare go to Troskovitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Yakesh still wanted revenge.
Are you alright? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those 2 bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
I know you're expecting Roman's child.
You know? But how?
Roman's friend Dushko told me.
Roman and me, we wanted to leave here and get married, but now... You won't tell Ma, will you?
Why not?
I'm afraid. Ma knows how to, get rid of a child. I'm afraid after what happened to Roman, she'd want to take the baby from me.
Don't worry. I won't breathe a word to anyone.
All right.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
Come on. I'll escort you.
I don't want to spend another moment here.
Don't blame you.
Here we are. Pavlana's fine.
Pavlana, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, For Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
Yakesh told me how it was with his son. He said you could have baptized him, but you didn't.
What? Are you trying to say now that he's in the right? That child was stillborn, and his mother needed help. Should I have let her die to christen her dead child?
I understand. That wouldn't be right.
Yakesh didn't think so.
Bozhena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already.
When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now it'll come to nothing.
I'm not getting involved in any murder as long as there's a chance of talking it over. I'll try to patch things up between you and Yakesh, even if you don't think it'll work out.
As you wish. But when you fail, you'll know what needs to be done. Otherwise, this will never end.
Yeah, I kind of think I agree with you on that one. Persuade Yakesh to make peace with Bozhena. Alright, well I guess we can go see how that goes. Pebbles!
Oh, you mutt.
Good to go, I see, okay. So either we kill him.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for...
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
How come he's buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
No, but my parents are dead, dude, so, you know, I'm a little biased. Let's go for it. I mean, why not?
Well, I only got to know my father recently. He's the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, you do look like a man with blue blood. That I can't deny.
Well, thanks, but actually I'm a bastard. My ma was a commoner, so she couldn't marry Sir Radzig. Fortunately, his loyal subject Martin took her in and raised me like his own.
Out of duty?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But however it started, they became close. And later, when they died, Sir Radzig took charge of me. So actually, I have two fathers.
God's will. There are times I wish I'd died before Yaroslav. I'd have saved myself all the misery since then. And all that's still to come.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks.
Look, I know relations between you and Bozhena the herb woman aren't good, but it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
But you're not entirely without blame. Bozhena told me everything, but whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bozhena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud.
Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bozhena on account of it.
Listen, I know a thing or two about revenge. And believe me, sometimes you just have to say enough and turn the other cheek. Because otherwise, it will never end.
You know nothing. I can't simply forgive her.
Well, then do it on account of Pavlena. After all, she's not to blame for anything. But she's the one who's suffering most from your feud.
Christ almighty. You're talking like the parish priest. I'll send Bozhena. Compensation. I never wanted anything to happen to her daughter, and she's the one who suffered most from that banishment. She can't have been more than 10 years old. I give my word that I won't do anything bad to them, and those two fools of hands, they won't show up here again. And if they do, I'll haul them off to the bailiff myself. I swear to God, Bozhena and Pavlena could return to the village.
Very well. It's about time this chain of vengeance was broken for good. Give me the money, and I'll take it to Bozhena. But God alone knows whether she'll forgive you.
Thank you. It's time for us all to get on with our lives. I hope Bozhena will understand that.
Yakish's compensation. Alright, well, if you don't, I kind of have to come back and murder you, so... Can't say I didn't try.
Heal!
Come on, Mutt. Whatever it is you're looking at, just leave it, buddy. Alright. So we have reconciled, so hopefully she'll accept and everything is good. Hopefully. Who's a good boy? Who's your good... Yeah, stand in the way. Yeah, that sounds about right. We're clean, okay. Come on, Mutt. I was gonna say, we could actually just cut straight across, couldn't we?
Go!
quick.
I mean, it should work out. It's not like we're on a cliff. Or anything. No. Not at all. Nothing to see here.
Hey, you there! Please help me.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I know an ambush when I see one. Do. I untie you, all your homies jump out. You throw on a bunch of gear miraculously and whoop my ass. Yeah, no thanks. Obogena.
Ave Maria.
I talked to Yakesh and explained everything to him. He agreed to make amends. His hands acted on their own accord. And he's sorry about it. Mostly because of Roman and Pavlena.
What does that mean? That Pavlena can go to Troskovitz and no one will trouble us anymore?
Yes, but that's not all. He gave me some coin for Pavlena, too, as compensation for Roman. Even though he wasn't Pavlena's relative, Yakesh wants to show his sympathy for her loss. Here it is.
Thank you, Henry. In the end, you were right. If only we'd made peace with Yakesh before it all went so far.
Well, at least Pavlena is safe.
I don't know what I'd do without her. We'll always be obliged to you, Henry. If you ever need anything, you know where to come. And you should at least keep half of Yakesh's coin.
You know what? No.
No way. I can't take your money. You helped us before, and I helped you in return. So keep the coin.
Well, as you wish, Henry. You're a good man. Thank you for everything. Take care.
Tish gained, you learn childbirth and obstetrics. Did you zip it, mutt?
Come here.
Zip it. Yeah, crazy dog. Alright, so... Right, there's the thing with the Cumans. Where do we want to go? What time is it? We'll head back to Veliov. Get some rest, I suppose. I think we'll go ahead and probably wrap things up here. Indeed, we'll go ahead and put a cut in right there and continue in the next episode with helping the alehouse lady with the cumin issue. Continuing our side quest adventures that are sort of related to the storyline, but kind of not. But I do appreciate everyone that watches. Thank you so much. And as always, folks, until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!